Anish Giri, welcome to Zagreb in the 2026 Grand Chess Tour. What does it feel like to be in Zagreb here playing in this event?
Well, it's not the first time in Zagreb. I have so many memories connected to this place. I've played here so many times, and in some sense it's good to be back once again. But at the same time, it's also different every time, and every event is different. So yeah, it's a mixture of memories and challenges that I'm facing.
Now help me understand, I don't think you have ever won an event on the Grand Chess Tour.
Well, I had my history of the Grand Chess Tour, usually I'm just miserable, but I did have a very, very good season in 2015. I think at the beginning of the Grand Chess Tour when it was only classical. This is the format where I excelled at the most. And in that tour, I finished in the top 3 in the end, and we played the tiebreak with Magnus and Maxime, and I finished second in the tour, which was very good memory. It was my first really big paycheck as well. And I still remember to this day, I lost. I was about to beat Maxime. I won the first game of the 2-game match, then I lost, and then I lost the tiebreaker there, and I didn't get to play the final against Magnus. And then Maxime lost to Magnus. And then I was going with Garry Kasparov in London to the closing dinner, and he told me it was a pity we didn't get to see our match against Magnus, And I felt like it was maybe like I've never felt so proud of myself, to have Garry Kasparov tell me that it's a pity that he didn't get to see my match with Magnus, he is a GOAT. The other guy was clearly going to be a GOAT too at the time already. And I was somehow in that conversation for that day, and looking back, this was probably the peak of my chess career, really, and it was a decent peak to have. So I had good memories of the Grand Chess Tour, but since the Rapid and Blitz became a big part of the tour, I was never really able to catch up with tremendous players who are really, really good at Rapid and Blitz. For example, Maxime is doing really well. But since those times, I'm trying to improve my Rapid and Blitz, but it's really hard because I also have a classical World Championship cycle to focus on, and it's just hard for me to just have the bandwidth to keep up with both these formats, and I never am able in one season to excel at both. It's usually one or the other.
Well, we've seen you had tremendous results recently. First of all, Tata Steel you broke through and won, and then even more recently, you won the FIDE Grand Swiss, and then you had an excellent event in Cyprus. Of course, the winner is usually the one who takes all the spoils there, but you obviously had tremendous result as well. What's keeping you so hungry? Being one of the older players now, if you will, you're clearly on the younger side of the older players, but what's keeping you so hungry for chess right now?
I think first of all, the fact that you realize that it's not going to last forever, and that realization kicked in at some point for me already a few years ago, and that kind of changes the perspective. On one hand, you feel a little more pressure, but also you feel a little more hunger and drive, because when you know that you're young and you think you'll have 100 Grand Chess Tours ahead of you and you'll always be able to win one at some point, you don't have to win that one that you're playing right now, right? It's sort of like an abstraction. And I notice it with a lot of young players when they speak, I see they don't have a clear goal, because they just think that they think they will become world champion at some point, like one of the cycles, But I know that I either become it now or maybe I see the end of this tunnel, and there's nothing at the end of it. There's no light. So knowing that that there is a limit, to the run, and seeing that limit, I think gives you more drive in the moment. Yeah, I think that's one of the things, and also I think experience definitely helps.
When we look at the World Championship, we see title after title after title. It's either the Classical World Championship, World Rapid and Blitz, we've got Freestyle, we've got a Total World Chess Championship coming up. How much do these titles matter, or is it dilution of the titles now, especially since the world number 1 doesn't have the World Championship title?
Yeah, this is a really important, very good question. What's up with all these World Championship titles? And in some sense, the value of a title kind of depends on the person holding it and the way that person plays. So if the world champion, whatever the format is first of all the best player in that format, and he's able to prove that continuously, time and time again, then these titles have value. For example, each single title of Magnus, and he's collecting them, right? I don't even know the number. It's like maybe 19. I don't pay attention. It's hard to keep up because they also every year there's a couple adding, right? So you just physically can't keep up with the titles, but his titles, they have value because time and time again you see him proving, over and over that he is a great player. At the same time, without trying to offend any particular players, there have been many World Rapid and Blitz champions. I mean, me and you, we are just, chess fanatics. We will remember them, but the general crowd or many people, they don't even know that those people were Rapid World Champions or Blitz World Champions. However, if they will now, these players, if they will now do something great again and show steady results, that title will count along as well as part of their achievements. So I think in a way, it's really up to the player, you know, who takes the title to then give it value. I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't think it's only that. I mean, if you only had one title, but the person who holds that title would play really badly, would also not be really good either. So it's really hard to say. I think there are many things that determine, you know, the health of chess and chess ecosystem, and the World Championship title is only one of them. I mean, tennis is doing a great job. That they have this tour in Grand Slams. They don't even have a world champion, and they're doing great as well. So I don't think we should focus too much and worry too much about the World Championship title alone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck in the event.
Thank you.